This is going to be interesting. There's a lot of options here for both squads, but before we do get underway, we will see some rotations, maybe some warding coming up from both squads, some aggressive play, getting to the jungle, etc. But first game, go ahead and toggle your mic for me again, just to make sure that that thing's on in Dota TV. Sometimes it doesn't always toggle for whatever reason. I don't know why. Someone's messaging me about it. I'm sure it's okay though. Regardless, we are going to jump into the game. mYsanity versus Secret coming in. And this is a two-game series. Obviously, Secret the wide favorites. For mYsanity, they're a team that has, they got to put a lot of work in. Lazard is going to get early boots of speed first. Bounty Hunter, he has the Observer Ward. That's Lazard playing the BH. He's going to the offlane currently, just scouting. We're going to see Mitch playing your Mirana as well. In the mid lane, currently, Hatawa is going to be on your Ogre Magi. We'll have Grazine on your Ember Spirit. And to round it all out, it's going to be Milan playing your Razor in the safe lane with boots of speed and the ward as well.
Then for Team Secret in the jungle, it's going to be Puppy playing the Enigma. In the mid lane, going to be Kuroki being supported by Big Daddy No Tail on the IO. In the safe lane, it looks like we're going to have S4 on the Jukiro, and off lane is going to be Simba on the Simmersaw.
Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. For now, we'll see how things do end up. I imagine Puppy will just head to the jungle. They didn't ward it up, so I'm not really looking to contest him that much. They can always rotate the heroes into the jungle because this is an aggro tri-lane that they're putting up with a 4-position Bounty Hunter who can easily transition into the jungle and gank this Enigma. So Enigma actually has to be kind of careful in this regard. Like Lazar can just run in and throws up the ward as well, which is going to be problematic at best. So Hatawa walking up to the high ground as well. Clarity and some tangos, nothing else other than that. The Eidolons are going to scout out Hatawa. They see him blocking this camp, or trying to anyways. Looks like he did. Lazard does not block the medium camp, rather. But they will be able to gank Enigma if he comes into this jungle here. I mean, like, Bounty is just going to run out onto Puppy, and it's going to be kind of an issue, so.
And it looks like they are going to just park themselves inside of Enigma's jungle, so he's not going to be having a fun early game. It looks like he's just going to deny the creeps in the top lane. Has denied 2 set of creeps. Isn't actually using his hero currently to jungle. Looks like he's just going to send himself back to base. And maybe making a rotation to the enemy jungle, possibly.
I think that's probably the best decision at this point. Maybe he'll deny once more before he gets there. He tried to stack up the medium camp. Lazard blocked it. So right now, I think this mYsanity Bounty Hunter pick is just really working to just shut down Puppy as best as possible. The unfortunate thing is that they're not really dealing with Kuroki in any regard, and they probably won't for a period of time. They might be able to gank mid at some point, but I feel like Kuroki might just get free farm. He has a poor man's shield, which, I mean, that's going to give him some extra bonus damage, and he'll probably get a bottle. Lazard's going to walk up from the high ground here. He is only level 1, so no Janata, no Shrukatos, but let's see if they can deal with Kuroki here.
Yeah, and this Ember Spirit really going to have a struggle in this mid lane against both the IO and Naga Siren. Yep, it does look like Puppy is going to rotate into the enemy jungle. He does actually scout out the Observer Ward, so going to also be able to deny that. And
Deagle going his way. Milan static going good to Simba. He does super chin away, but he's actually taking a lot of damage here. The right comes Plasma Field. Is it going to be first blood from Milan? The salve not going to be enough. Milan gets the kill. Simba getting caught out. Did not expect that. Nice play coming out from Milan, but some rough positioning for Simba there.
It's a really rough matchup for Timbersaw. It's probably one of the worst 1v1 lanes for Timbersaw, as you really have to get close to do any damage or harassment, but I mean, Razor loves it when you.
We gave you a head start.
And they actually get a kill in the top lane as well with the Mirana and Ogre. So mYi doing a really good job. I really like the way that they've set up their lanes, getting favorable matchups in pretty much all the lanes except for the mid lane. They're doing a really good job of not allowing Puppy to just free farm on this Enigma, and that is extremely important.
Now, Hatawa's chasing down S4 currently. Double ring of protection coming out from the Jukiro. Sec phone, I think, is what Hatawa is saying. So some issues clearly from your Ogre Magi. But yeah, so far, If you look at it here, they actually got a kill mid on Grazine. He got killed by Io. I think they just probably ensnared him, riptided him, and then threw some spirits and right click on him. And actually, he doesn't even have spirits yet, so just threw some right click from the Io, was able to get the kill. So 1 kill for Secret, 2 kills for mYi. 1 in the top lane for mYi, and then 1 in the bottom lane coming out from Lon. So just an interesting start, but
Simba's actually going to have a pretty rough time in this offlane. Like I said, the Razor matchup is extremely difficult for Timbersaw because in order to do any damage, you have to get into close range, but at that point, you're going to get static linked, and when you run away, he's just going to cast Plasma Field and constantly right-click you down, so it's going to be quite difficult. I think Timbersaw can get experience, but he's not going to get any farm in this offlane.
we'll see how it goes. For now, he will have 2 points of Temper Chain, so he will have the escape mechanism when push comes to shove, but, I mean, no reactive armor is kind of tough. I'm actually kind of concerned about S4 in the top lane as well for Secret. He's already died once. Obviously, Fire Blast coming into effect. The arrow follow-up was there from Mitch. And it doesn't seem like the easiest combo, but they've made it work already. Ignite also helps out to a certain extent. And looks like they are ready to go. We're going to jump back into the game. Puppey has rotated back to his own jungle. He looks like he's going to take some camps as well. He's got his Midnight Pulse up. He's got his Eidolon, still level 1. So it's going to take a bit more time. But actually, I think they stacked that up with Big Daddy with No Tail in the jungle, and they're looking to get him some farming. Lazard is looking for something. I don't know. He's got normal venom here. Maybe looking to head to the jungle or find a courier. The courier is up though, so I don't see him killing the courier since it's flying now. But he's gonna try to go for it. Maybe. Looks like he's gonna get away scot-free. Actually.
Yep. And where is this bounty hunter? Looks like he's scouted out Puppey again and is able to be... I mean, this is just so annoying for Puppey. He's getting only half experience while this bounty hunter...
S4 does get the kill top lane. Mitch, they arrowed the Jakiro, but it was actually just a little bit too late, as of course they were diving the tower, and Ogre was taking too much damage coming out from Liquid Fire, what have you. So, an exchange coming out, although they killed the Jakiro, not too bad coming out for S4, getting a return kill in the process. So,
I would say that's quite good for S4, as he does end up killing the Ogre before falling, so he's going to get experience for that kill.
So he'll be up in farming essentially. He's got, what, 9 last hits? Not too bad. Mitch is 20, though. This is something we saw the other day, where he was put into an opposing offlane or a solo situation versus a solo. And, I mean, he'll get farmed. He's got 20 last hits right now. He doesn't seem too phased by the damage. However, S4 is running at Mitch right now. There is a leap available. Mitch is getting low, but he will have to back away, actually. Lazard and Hatawa going into the jungle again. Puppey is like, please, can you stop? I'm just trying to get my soul ring right now. He's only at 350 gold, no boots, so he is luckily going to stack up, or rather just take this camp here, the hard camp, which is not too bad, Dark Troll Limiter, but S4 is going to get ganked. Here comes Hatawa, and Lazard is here as well. Dual Breath's going to fly. It's going to be on Mitch and Lazard. There's the Storm going in, the Shrew get tossed. Meanwhile, mid lane, Kuroki to get the kill on Grazine. So another 1-for-1 exchange across the map, and Kuroki's at 36 last hits, plus a kill and assist. Wow.
And good information now for Puppey. He knows that both of the supports are in the top lane, so he's able to farm up this jungle without really any pressure. And Secret are doing a really good job in this early game, not being completely pressured by this bounty hunter and ogre support duo who are just constantly roaming looking for kills. They have given up a couple kills, but if we look at the golden experience, pretty even in favor of Secret a bit.
Puppey's got to get Janata strikes. The arrow's going to sail through. Fire Blast is going to actually hit. There's the Saw coming in, but the Flame Guard is going to do too much damage. And Puppey is going to die. Kuroki cannot fight 4 heroes on his own, even with Io coming in. There's absolutely no way. He'll have to back up. So Puppey gets caught out and dies.
Yeah, and in this game, mYi are actually... they're going to need a significant early game advantage to take this late, because they are against the Naga Siren as well as the Enigma, so...
Is Grazine dead? They're just going to ensnare him. They've already riptided, I believe. The spirits are going to go through. There's the dust that Big Daddy does have. But they're going to come in. Kuroki doesn't have his song. They were just here a second ago. The ensnare is actually, rather, the overcharge does work. Double kill for Kuroki. The mirror images. Atawa's like, please, you've got to be kidding me. He's going on the illusions. No Tail is going to work. The Spirit's coming in, and he might die, but they do get the Fire Blast off. But a triple kill coming in from Kuroki. He is at 2.3k, and the Janata Strike will get the kill and bring him back down to 2k. But what a turn of events for Secret. A triple kill for a Naga Siren is the last thing you want to give up to this team if you're mYI.
And I mean, that's just why you don't give this team Wisp. And they played that extremely well. Kuroki using the mirror images to dodge 2 right clicks and make sure that he doesn't fall. And then he just gets massively healed by this Wisp, and they end up going 3 for 1 all the while. S4 getting free farm in the top lane, so space being created for him. He gets a lot of pressure onto this top tower, and Kuroki ends up with the triple kill. He's 4-1 with 44 CS, already up to 2,000 gold.
I mean, yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. It's 2,000 gold, and he's not going to need to, well, on just the kill bottom as Simba does get caught out by Michu who's roaming in, but he's not going to need to get a bottle. S4 takes the tower top. Ice Pack goes in. Big Daddy in some trouble. No relocate. He's going to get fire blasted. S4 is trying to help out as best as possible. Big Daddy's going to heal up with the bottle. And the Spirit's cuisine. Oh, look out, buddy. He does get the kill. Hatawa now. There's the track up on S4. The Shuriken toss, the right click, the Janata, and Hatawa with the club head gets the double kill. And the track kill is very important because I want to talk about Grazine has had a rough time. 13 last hits. I mean, this guy's died a couple of times as well. 3 deaths at 8 minutes. So you talk about an early start. I feel like that's the most important hero and getting off to a good start. And he really doesn't have one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Arrow, bitch, are you dead? And Snare's going to go in. How much will they dive this? Kuroki's just going ham. They're going to kill Big Daddy, yes. Kuroki now getting caught out. And, of course, the Ignite's going to go. The body block. Searing Chains. Kuroki will fall. Grazine gets a kill. And that's actually kind of important to get him back up. So a bit too aggressive, but down bottom, there's the statically going. This is a man-fighting ass game. These team, they're men. They're just fighting like crazy, and they're going to get a kill on the bottom, and Mod getting caught out by S4, and they're going to pressure on the tier 1 tower down here as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and S4 is level 8 now, so they will take this tower down extremely fast. It looks like mYI are going to rotate both the Ogre and the Bounty Hunter to the bottom lane.
S4 is going to get caught out. There's the track going in. Liquid Fire, Fire Blast. It is going to be the multi-cast coming in. The relocate from Big Daddy. They get maybe a kill here on Hatawa. Arrow does sail through and miss. They've already lost their S4 to Kiro. Fire Blast onto Simba. Track was used and no tether to get Simba out.
Yeah,
he's actually alone. Yeah, so Ignite's going to come in. Simba in some trouble. Looks like Big Daddy going to come to save the day again, but no! The overcharge is not enough. The track going in, and now mYI might dive the tower. The arrow's going to come in. Big Daddy's just going to juke it and stay alive, so good fight for mYI. When it's all said and done, they get 2 out of it.
Yep, but every time mYI get these pickoffs, Secret are doing a really good job making sure that they get a lot out of the map when they have these fights. There's usually 1 to 2 less members of Secret at these, you know, little skirmishes, so all the while when this happens, they are pressuring these lanes. It looks like they are going to get the mid tower on Kuroki, already up to 3.3k, so doing quite well for himself. Enigma also getting a lot of space, has 1200 gold and is level 7 at 10 minutes.
Nice path, about to fly. It's going to connect on the tail end. Mitch still might be in triple liquid fire, might bring him down. Chakram going to go through, just misses. Milan static link onto Big Daddy, but he avoids himself. Meanwhile, Kuroki getting the kill on Hatawa. That's in the mid lane or wrapping around. And now they're going to come in. Puppy has a haste and he's not using his black hole. His Malphite was just popped. Body blocks from Kuroki. Milan can't go anywhere. He will get 1 kill, and that'll be onto Big Daddy, but he's going to fall and trade. And Kuroki getting involved in that kill is pretty important. He has 4k gold. He's going to have a 10-minute relic and maybe a 12-minute ratings at this point. That's actually just disgusting. And the courier. Oh, it's ensnared. Goodbye. Oh, my God. Couldn't get any worse. Yep. What was on that? Nothing. Okay.
And since December doesn't really have any farm, how are they going to deal with Naga Siren?
Puppy gets arrow. Track is up. Now the snare coming in. He's actually got no shadow up for another second or so. They already have used their Riptide multicast on a Big Daddy. Kuroki comes in and he does get the kill, it looks like. They're going to look for more here. He's trying to chase down Hatawa. Another TP coming in, this time coming out from Simba. He does get back involved. Kuroki's going to get fire blasted. Arrow just misses coming out. Another relocate coming in. There's the song. They want to fight this. Black hole is available, by the way, for Puppy. they want to use it. Gonna pop up the ice path onto 2. Beautiful angle, and there's the black hole onto Milan. They blow up 1. Hitawa is already dead. Milan is about to fall as well. And an easy fight, easy tower. And so far, an easy game for Secret, all things considered. At 11 and a half, right, for 12 minutes into the game.
And this game's actually going to get quite difficult for myi. Secret doing a really good job pressuring all the lanes constantly. So even though myi
Radiant's
did get
bottom
off to a
tower
pretty
is
good
under
start,
attack.
it's just going to be so hard, especially fighting up against this. I mean, he has a Radiance right now.
Yep, it's flying out to him. It's actually, yep, there
That's
it is.
a 12-minute Radiance.
It's actually disgusting.
And
I mean,
against all
Kroki,
the
we got so much
pressure-
farm. Arrow does hit on Simba. Kroki kind of just let his teammate have that one. Now this is going to go. There's the ice path. Mitch, dual breath. Look at all that dot damage going through the timber chain. They want to blow up some heroes. The tower might be the first. The tower's denied at least, luckily. Now Brazil comes in. They're going to try to fight. The triple remnant charge. Simba misses his timber chain. The ice path might keep him alive. There's the macro power. Puppy is going to get Shruka tossed. He's tracked up. He's dead. 2 now dead on the side of Secret. They will have to back away, it looks like. Although they do get Hitawa in exchange. Kroki getting the kill. Milan will pick up Big Daddy in the backside with his plasma field. So 3 killed there, a tower deny. An okay fight for myi, all things considered.
Yeah, and I mean, Team Secret with not only they have a gold and slight experience advantage, and I just think their late game is far superior to myi's. They have this Naga Siren Enigma combo. They have a lot of AoE magic damage, so it's gonna be really hard for myi to take team fights pretty soon. As I mean, a 12-minute Radiance. And I don't think they really have the heroes to deal with this.
Even if Secret's late game
Radiant's top
wasn't
tower
better
is
than
under
myi's, which it clearly is because of the Nagsar, they still have a 3,000 net worth advantage for Kroki over everyone else in this game. I mean, it's 8,500 at 13 and a half minutes because of a Radiance. I mean, he'll have his bot soon enough. And after that, who knows what enemy he goes for. Maybe a Mantis Sal, maybe his early Heart of Trask. And he could just stay bottom. He can actually just TP all over the map.
Getting
So
gone on in the mid lane.
Simba was actually getting relocated on as they were looking for maybe some help. Lazard is going to get chased down. The Dust is going to go. That'll slow him a bit. Looking for him. S4 is going to come through the ice path. It is going to connect somehow. That angle from S4, though. And they actually get relocated back just in time into the bottom lane. So they pick up the kill in return. And they can continue to farm.
So even though S4 had a difficult lane, he is doing a really good job coming back into this game. Doing a lot of tower damage. Does pick up his Heal Scepter.
That song did not work out. That was a really good TP coming up from Milan, who just got out of a bad position, a bad spot to be in. So that TP was close as hell, but he does survive.
So the Song of the Siren going to be on cooldown for the next 2 minutes. I'm not sure if myi know that this is on cooldown.
Dire's top tower
I
is
might have seen
under
it.
attack.
Air's going to connect onto Simba. Will they fight? This Heal Scepter is going to go. That's actually going to be Jakiro's the plasma field. Simba getting caught out. Now there's going to be the overcharge coming in. S4 gets blown up. Krazine with an immediate double kill. You can't really count out the burst damage from an Ember Spirit early game. Triple Remnant plus Flame Guard, level 4 Searing Chains, and Sleight of Fist. It's a lot of damage to deal with.
Yep. Hiroki is pushing out both the top and bottom lanes. He is up to 2,300 gold. He does pick up his Boots of Travel,
Radiant's
so
bottom tower
a
is under
Radiance
attack.
Boots of Travel Naga at 15 minutes,
Dire's middle tower
and he's
is
just
under
farming
attack.
way too fast at the moment.
Yeah, they're going to have trouble shutting it down. They're
Radiant's
going to
top
try
tower
one
is under attack.
way of doing so by pushing this mid lane tower, but I don't know if they get this tower. In fact, Hitawa has to get Moonlight Shadow just to survive. So that's
Radiant's
going to be on
bottom
cooldown.
tower
They
is
can maybe
under
try to
attack.
re-engage, but there should be some Sentry Wars coming out for Secret. There's the track on Puppy. Puppy has his mech, by the way, so another big item coming out from Secret. And I mean, at some point, Kroki doesn't even really need to split push or farm the map that much. I mean, he'll be just so farmed that eventually they can just start taking towers and fights on their own. You'll just going to go from S4, Ice Cap, Hitawa's going to get caught out. Dual Breath popped, Liquid Fire has already been used, the Ensaren, Hitawa's just dead. That's just an easy kill, easy catch coming out from S4. As the ward, they don't even have a ward on the high ground here. It's actually a Radiant Observer ward, so.
Yep, and does look like they are going to push in this mid lane, slowly
Radiant's
starting to
middle
group
tower
together.
is under attack.
Gonna pressure this into the Eidolon and constant liquid fire spam coming up from the Jakiro.
Kuroki does get arrowed. Ice Path on Mitch. There's the dual brick as well, and Kuroki should be just fine. He doesn't really have much mana to work with, but the overcharge plus the bottle charge is going in from Big Daddy will be more than enough. Eidolon's taking this down, and Liquid Fire as well, and I don't think they can try to deny this. There's going to be the glyph coming out. S4 is looking for an Ice Path. Arrow's going to come in. They're going to just dodge it. Fine. Ice Path goes in. There's the Fire Blast track as well, and Kuroki takes the tower. Now Song is going to fly. Ice Path is up in 3 seconds. Yeah, this is going to be huge. Puppy's going to come in. There's the black hole. There's going to be the huge Gear ultimate as well. Kuroki dishing out so much damage. Grazine's going to try to come in. Kuroki ensnares him immediately. He's got a remnant away, and he will do so. Surprised they didn't get more off the back end of that. Maybe Milan is going to get caught out. There's the Yule Scepter. Chakram Ice Path. That'll be more than enough damage to relocate out from Big Daddy just to stay alive. 2 killed, and mYI are grasping at straws here at 17 minutes and 30 seconds in. They're really trying their best to be able to stifle this aggression, but it's a lot. Sleight of Fist. Searing Chain's coming in. Kuroki will get arrowed. Overcharge. He's still alive. The Remnant doesn't really do that much damage. Ice Path coming in now. Fist as well. They grab the kill on Grazine. The most important target, I'd say, for mYsanity. And I think that's going to be the call for retreat for Secret. They're more than happy with what they've achieved. They're going to head out.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look at the net worth on these heroes, 1,200 for a Naga Siren at 18 minutes, and he's just constantly farming.
It's either heroes or I guess creeps at this point in time. But
Yeah, I mean, 164 creeps, so nearly 10 CS a minute before the 20-minute mark, as well as 9 kills.
it's kind of absurd when you think about it. I like the fact that they got aggressive early on, though. That's one thing I do really like about this Naga pick from Kuroki. And it's not really the best combo either. You think about an Io and a Naga, you're like, huh? I mean, it's a bit more standard nowadays, but it's been very exciting this game.
To be honest, Secret doesn't really care that much about what they combo with the Wisp. They just use the hero extremely well. They make sure to maximize the regen potential as well as... And honestly, you don't really need a hero, I mean, there is the standard Wisp combinations, the Tiny, the Relay, even the Gyrocopter, but Secret usually showing that you don't really need these heroes to make Wisp effective.
No, the hero's so damn good anyways.
They're just going to go ahead and Rosh, fairly simple Roshan with that constant liquid fire spam coming out from Jakiro.
Overcharging a Kuroki, making it that much easier as well. Puppy comes in, he doesn't have the Eidolons yet, he will bring them in now, and this Rosh is going to fall, and Kuroki's going to have an Aegis. And he also has another item that he just bought. It's a full Yash, actually it's a full Manta style pretty much. I mean, he just needs the recipe, he's going to have a Manta style at 20 minutes. Top lane, Simba getting caught out. And he will get Siri chained up. He's going to throw a Chakram, Zazini's going to remnant away. Hatawa's going to just hoof it out. There's going to be the relocate in. They're chasing after one top. They're fighting in mid as well. There's going to be the Macro Power coming in. Mitch getting low. Ice Path. Lazard is chasing after Puppy. Malphus is going to go. S4. Arrow's going to go through, but not connecting to anybody. So top lane, Hatawa is still trying to find Simba. Fire Blast. No. Hatawa does not get it off. And kind of an interesting little bit of a tiff as fights were going on top as well as mid lane. Kuroki is alone. And Snare is going to go. Here comes Grazine. Kuroki still has his Aegis, mind you. He actually has Song as well. He's going to pop it. And this is maybe a free fight here. If S4 can get in. He's going to come in through the backside here and look for an Ice Path. He's going to find it. It's only going to be on Hatawa, though. Kuroki is going to get maxed up. The Riptide will secure the kill onto the support Ogre. Lazard is close by. Oh, the Courier kill. Yep, there it is. That's one way of dealing with a Naga. Just killing the Courier with the Manta style on it.
Yeah, 5,000 gold.
It was a full Manta.
So 3 minutes without the Manta style. Definitely gonna slow down his farm just a little bit. Maybe find the back corner, then go ahead and use Ice Path.
He's dead.
Just gonna fall.
So I mean, he gets the Courier. That actually might be more important than his life at this point.
No, definitely say so. I mean, it's a support bounty hunter. If you're able to get these Courier kills, you're not really too worried about dying yourself. And he does pick up Dagon, so a pretty interesting bounty hunter build to say the least. I mean, what does he really get?
You get ganking potential and the nuke potential. I've seen this was like the old standard Mouse play, like when Pycat was on Mouse, and but that was when he was playing like a core bounty hunter. It certainly wasn't in the 4th position. It might have been in the 4th position once for them, but they rarely picked up the bounty hunter, but when they did, they almost certainly went Dagon. It was really fun to watch, but at the same time, I mean, this is a 4-position bounty hunter, and although it's a 21-minute Dagon, which it doesn't seem like is that bad, just because of how this game has progressed, it feels like that's not going to be nearly enough. I mean, they are so far behind this Naga Siren, it's actually just ridiculous.
And if we go ahead and look at gold secret now with a 7,500 gold and over 5,000 experience advantage, as, I mean, Simba just gets completely blown up in the river by that Dagon that we just talked about.
I mean, that is the potential, is that you have ways to kill, you know, a hero very quickly.
Yeah, Simba having a pretty rough time this game.
Yeah, this is certainly not his game. 7 deaths, and I think that might be the most on Secret by a wide margin. Although Big Didier is at 6, and of course S4 is at 6 as well, so he's not actually having that rough of a time in comparison to his teammates. But with that being said, it's certainly not a thriving Timbersaw game.
And it's sort of, anytime you're in this 1v1 as Timbersaw against Razor, it's just such a difficult matchup. And the hero, I would say it's like a semi-snowball hero, because you really want to get up your mana boots as quickly as possible. The hero is very mana intensive, as well as you want to get as tanky as possible. So when you're not so tanky, I mean, he doesn't have any items that give him any tank ability yet, so
I mean, he just
struggling
melts
a little bit.
I mean,
at the
also
moment.
level 1 reactive armor. Not that that matters when you're getting killed by Dagon, Fire Blast, Shuriken Toss. It doesn't seem to matter at that point, but it's just another thing that would add to your effectiveness. S4 is going to come through into the top lane. Grazine's going to get caught out. Necropire, Ice Path. Do they have enough damage here? He doesn't pop the Flame Guard. In fact, he doesn't have it. He's going to remnant away and he'll stay alive. But this has just been Grazine trying to... I mean, he doesn't even have Phase Boots. What are you doing? Get Phase Boots before you get your Battle Fury. Relocate bottom there. Looking for Milan. It's actually just Big Daddy No-Tail. He didn't tether. So, I think that was a mistake.
He actually could have fought him, I think.
Yeah, so he kind of just got scared and TP'd away. I mean, I would as well. I wouldn't know he was there. Meanwhile, Moonlight Shadow, they have detection. Kroki's going to come in and ensnare as well. The gem is up on Big Daddy. Multicast coming in 3 times. Kroki actually avoids the arrow because it was off the mark for Mitch. Mitch is like, I'm just going to throw this out of here and hope to God that you live. And luckily, it was enough to stop him from pushing in.
Kroki up to 3.5k on top of his...
So freaking farmed.
So in 3 minutes, he's farmed 1,000 gold per minute since his Manta died.
He has like 252 CS at 23 minutes in, not to mention the 10 kills and 10 assists he's been involved in. I mean, like, we saw yesterday...
It's gold per minute.
It is 768 at
That's
23 minutes into the
insane.
game. That's without a single set of racks gone, by the way. Just like to throw that out there. And without his Manta style. That's actually just the most ridiculous. That's actually just fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language. It's actually just absurd.
I don't actually... It's been a while, I think, since I've seen a Naga have this great of a time.
I think this is probably the most enjoyable time Kroki's had in some time playing this game. We talked about it yesterday. I don't know, you probably weren't there to see the game, but Loda had a fantastic farming performance on an anti-mage. But this is another category. Yule Scepter is going to go. The Macropyre might fly. They don't even need it. Hitawa is going to get blown up by the Timber Chain. A couple of right clicks, and obviously the Dual Breath plus the Fire will get the kill. And they take it back. They get the Courier again, actually. This time they did get the Manta style, though. They got the Manta off onto Kuroki before the Courier died. There was an Atos on it. Whose Atos was it? It was S4's. I'm not sure who got the kill. Might have been Lazard again.
I think they're getting 2 Atos.
Mitch is going to get caught out. He is going to get Malphus potentially. S4 has some speed with his Zeus, but it won't really catch him. So, all right, he's fine.
Alright, so they are doing a really good job picking off these couriers with the Bounty Hunter, and this is really what you have to do if you're going to pick this hero. We saw Pilot Eye playing this support. He played it almost as a 5 position at TI, and the way that Pilot Eye plays it, I think, is the way you have to play it. If you're not constantly getting courier snipes, I think the hero is sort of useless.
Radiant's top
And that
tower
comes down to
is
really
under
having
attack.
good vision, I think, for
Yeah.
the most part, and understanding when items are coming out. So, yeah, he's done a good job. Lazard, again,
Radiant's top tower
it's
has
one of those
fallen.
heroes that is kind of an orthodox in the 4/5 position. That's a Scotty.
He actually just buys the full Scotty at 25 minutes.
I mean, because why not? You're rich. Why not, use your money at this point? Let's see. So, how many slots? S4, relocate coming in. Now they're going to be up on the high ground. Kuroky's looking for a kill. There's the song to start things off, and S4 wants to get in good position. They're going to maybe look for a black hole. They actually avoid most of the song. Grazine is 0 ice pack going at a tower, gets blown up. Grazine's going to come in, slide of fist, searing chains. Mecha's going to fly. They relocate back out. They're still going to work. Kuroky is pushing into the tier 3 tower at 26 minutes as a Nagasara with 4 slots of Scotty, bots, Radiance, and a Boots of Travel. Not to mention 400 gold in the bank, but I mean, that's at this point, it doesn't really matter. They're going to put some pressure on the tier 3 tower, back away, and mYI are just going to push this out. Luckily, Grazine does have the Battle Fury now. There's still no phase boots, but is that enough? Probably not. I don't think he's anywhere close.
Kuroky continues to farm, and Team Secret doing what they do best. Move up to push a
Okay, that's just
Simba's
kind of
probably not too happy.
yeah,
with
that's
that.
just like, really? Damn it.
Yeah, but Secret do a really good job
Dire's
of
top
they
tower
pressure
is
your
under
tier 3
attack.
towers, but they don't commit.
Dire's
So
structures are fortified.
they force you to TP back, and that's all they really care about. After you TP back, they don't commit to the tower
Dire's
because
top tower has been
Secret
denied.
definitely a team that's constantly playing for the late game. So after you TP back, they just split up to farm again.
And they just, I mean, it's as simple as just an easy relocate, and they don't even need anything from Kuroky. It's like, okay, Radiance Burn, you're all dead. Tawa's even going to fall now as well. Kuroky's going to walk up to the high ground, and they make sure they leave Kuroky alone to his own devices, and he'll just get an easy double kill. He's monster kill right now. 2.4k gold because he's getting kills left and right. Is that another courier?
Radiant's
No,
courier
please
has
tell
been
me.
killed.
That was the Radiant courier, okay. Alright, I'm not sure where that one died. Meanwhile, mid lane
this is
slide is
not-
going to go. Grazine is going to get used up. Ice Path's going to fly. And say, I think Grazine's actually... Oh, he remnanted it out with Sleight of Fizz. I think he remnanted it first, but Milan's actually too far up now. Macropyre is going to fly. Milan is actually just not nearly tanky enough to deal with Kuroky at this point. Scotty, 3.5k gold. Big Daddy might die. Yep, there's the Dagon from Lazard. How are you? Gives him the zap, the taser gun, if you will. The Ice Pet's going to connect, though, and I mean, 4 heroes are dead for mYI, and at this point, they're probably going to lose a set of racks pretty soon. So,
But like I was saying, with how Secret like to play some,
Kuroky's going to take an arrow to the face. He's going to get absolutely literate. Kuroky does die, luckily. That's a big streak coming out. I'm not sure who got that one. It looks like Mitch did. S4's going to get killed as well. Big fight coming out from mYI now. Simba's going to take a spill as well. Double kill came out from Milan. In fact, Puppy has to get away. He's too far up now. They will chase him down. Arrow! It's going to connect. Puppy gets hit in the backside. Kuroky's going to buy back. He might even bots into this and try to fight 1 versus 3. The song's going to go. He is absolutely alone now. Here comes No Tail. And Big Daddy's ready to fight. The song's going to go away. Hetawa in some trouble. The Sleight of Fist does go. Big Daddy in trouble. He'll fall, but Grazine's going to try to man up. But Kuroky is 1v4ing the entire enemy team. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain's going. Kuroky is still just man fighting. Grazine has no remnant. One more right click. The Dagon! He goes down. He's dead for 100 seconds. A bit too greedy. The Atos now into Lazard. S4 is desperate looking for something. He'll get tracked up. And a Yule Scepter back out. Macropyre, Ice Path, both off the mark on Lazard. Here comes Simba, but again, the Chakram not there. And Secret actually lose their Naga for 80 seconds. That's the best thing that mYI could have asked for, despite losing a couple of heroes in the process.
I mean,
Radiant's top
that's
tower
Secret
is
getting
under
a little
Radiant's top
sloppy.
tower
They
has
do end up
fallen.
getting the tier 3 tower from the creeps, but Kuroky just went full man mode.
Lazard is getting caught out. Simba actually just timber chained away. The Dagon goes, and Simba seems more than fine. He will not be able to suicide. The Starstorm did go. Atos is going to fly. S4 throws the Ice Path, and somehow it doesn't hit. The Dual Breath will. But Mitch is going to get chased down. It looks like S4 has a good idea of where he is, and Mitch can't actually just get out. S4 gets a kill there. It's 32-33 at 30 minutes into the game. I just want to throw that out there for anyone that's interested in, keeping score at home. To give you a better example, that's 65 kills at 30 minutes into the game.
Definitely an action-packed game.
Yeah.
Both these teams not a great competitor.
No, definitely not. We couldn't ask for a better game 1. The unfortunate thing is that there's only 2 games today. But
That is unfortunate.
what are you going to do?
Looks like Secret are going to go for this Roshan again, so abusing the fact that they have this Jakiro and are on the Dire side. I expect to see Kuroky probably porting into this. He's just going to port actually onto an Eidolon. That nice express trip to the Roche pit.
And then he wastes no time. His mirror images go to the jungle immediately and to the middle lane. I like the idea. No, I guess I thought mYi were going to smoke up and head to the Roche pit, but that wasn't their idea, so I guess I don't like it.
And actually, Maelstrom picked up for the Razor, so becoming the true Lightning Revenant.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, I need a little bit more lightning on this hero, guys. What's the item that I build for that?
I mean,
Maelstrom got it.
He sort of has to get this to clear illusions, but at the same time, at this point, it doesn't actually help that much. Like
Maelstrom does very little damage right now.
Yeah. I mean, they do get the Mjolnir on the Mirana, so maybe if they get up 2 Mjolnirs, they can maybe clear these images, but...
That's just dealing with one Naga Siren, though. I mean, they even have an Ember Spirit with Battle Fury, because he's going to get Ice Path, Dual Breath, and Macro Pirate, but he's done a good job of keeping his Remnant all the way back in the base for the most part, and he's going to try to build to his second Battle Fury, again with no Phase Boots. I guess it's working out, but...
S4 actually doing a tremendous amount of damage to that Ember Spirit.
It's kind of ridiculous. He's had a really good game.
Yeah, he chews through the Flame Guard like nearly instantly.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 ticks of the Macro Pyre, or like a Macro Pyre and a Dual Breath are more than enough. Like the first tick of both. And so it becomes a bit of an issue at this point where Flame Guard is just kind of useless. Especially against like Radiance as well. So... The only good thing that they have going for Grazine is that the fact that Sleight of Fist is going to be able to clear through a couple of the heroes pretty quickly. Like Big Daddy just dies in seconds to Grazine because Battle Fury actually does a significant amount of damage to heroes that are a bit squishy. It's a bit obvious, but...
I want to take a moment to... I really like that Puppy goes for this Crimson Guard this game against the Ember Spirit. And I actually think that teams aren't using Crimson Guard to its fullest potential since this item came out, but... a really solid choice to pick it up in this game against both the Razor and the Ember Spirit.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah, it blocks, so it will block the Sleight of Fist, and it will also block the Razor ult Eye of the Storm, so a really solid pickup this game.
You and I have talked about this multiple times, and anytime you see a Razor, you generally... you like to see this choice. It makes Eye of the Storm, especially without an Aghanim Scepter, pretty much useless.
Yeah, it's really solid against... I think there's 3 times it's really good. I think it's really good against Ember, really good against Razor, and really good against Illusion heroes, at least in the early game. At some point it does fall off in its effectiveness because it only blocks 50 damage, but... I mean, even blocking 50 damage, let's say against this Naga Siren, Illusions do 35% of 193 damage, so it would actually block nearly all of the ones coming up in the map with the Illusions.
Arrow's gonna hit onto S4. The Ice Cap did go. Fire Blast going as well. The Ensnare's up, but just gets caught out of position. The active was also popped for the Naga Siren there in the last engagement, I believe, while he was taking the agent stack. But they're gonna go to the high ground now, and this might be it for mYi in this first game. If they can't take the fight here, Kuroki has the Aegis, and he's got 5 slots already. And the team fight will probably have 6. Tier 3 goes down. The Mailer Axe is going to get focused. Grazine comes with the Sleight of Fist. Mitch is able to leap away out of the Ice Path, interestingly enough, because of how the ticks work. Anti-Style's going to get popped. There's the Glyph going as well. The mech up to keep Kuroki fighting fit. The Illusion's going to go under the base, and Illusions will take down the Rax, no problem. I mean, Kuroki doesn't need to be on the high ground. The Sleight of Fist does clear them, and the Maelstrom is going to get procced, but Mailer Axe is already gone, man. Like, what? That was without Secret even, using the Aegis or even thinking about fighting at all. Air does hit on Kuroki, but Mitch is like, I don't really want to fight that hero. Kuroki's going to come into his song. There's the Ensnare to Milan, and he has his BKB. He's going to have to pop it. He'll try to TP out as well, but look at the right click. He does get away. Sleight of Fist going into Big Daddy as well as Kuroki, but there's the song. Crimson Guard getting popped up, I believe, at the right time. Big Daddy actually has to back away Kuroki. Chakram, Mitch, Ice Path, he cannot get away, and he will fall. Shuriken Toss is not going to kill Kuroki's Aegis, about to be expended, and it will. The relocate now coming out from Kuroki. He couldn't get the help of Big Daddy, or rather, he couldn't get that relocate off to get Kuroki back home. Eye of the Storm's going to get popped, and Milan is going to try to fight this. Kuroki should have his snare. Second, the big Ice Path onto 2, the Black Hole onto 4 as well. The Riptide, Macro Pyre chewing through mYi. Hatawa gets blown up, 4 dead, and I expect the GG call to come out any second from now. Kuroki is going to go for the tier 4s because screw it, I'm farmed enough. Oh my god. What a game from Kuroki, man.
Really well played from, I would say, actually all of Secret. just knowing exactly what they can get away with. The laning phase was a little rough for them, but securing their late game, getting those early towers on the THD, and you just can't allow this team to have this. It's just too strong. At least the way that they play it.
Ban this hero out, is what you're saying to mYsanity game.
It's really hard to ban against Secret because there's 3 heroes that you need to get rid of for their team. So maybe I think the best thing that you can do is ban 2 of them and then first pick the other if you have first pick. But when you don't have first pick against this team, you sort of have to pick your poison, right? But I think Wisp is definitely the wrong poison.
Nah,